Howdy friends, and welcome to another great campground review. Today we're headed to the great state of Texas, along the border with Oklahoma, along the Red River. Our destination is Eisenhower State Park, located about 2 hours north of Dallas and about 2 hours south of Oklahoma City. You will head west of US 75 near Denison, Texas, by following the well-marked brown signs. Although this campground is built on a lake, there is only one small cove with a sandy beach for swimming. Most of the park is on a small rocky cliff along the south shore of Lake Texoma, which is a huge 74,000-acre lake forming the border between Texas and Oklahoma, and it's well known for its fishing and boating adventures. Looking at the park map, you can see that there are 2 fishing piers and one is wheelchair accessible. The park has 4 major campgrounds for RVs, tents, some screen shelters, and we will view all of them. There's also a walk-in camping area, numerous trails for hiking and biking, and there are also ATV trails that you can drive on, but you'll need to obtain a permit for those. Most of the campsites have good shade, and you will want plenty of that if you plan to visit between May 1st and October 1st. Let's begin our tour of Armadillo Hill Campground. Some campsites have picnic tables down a hill, much like site number 4. The Armadillo Hill Campground is all back-in RV and tent campsites with water and electricity. Some of the sites have some narrow driveways, short driveways, and other issues, so be sure to check out my campground worksheet found in the link above or in the description of this video. You will see a summary of individual campsite features to help you pick your favorite campsite, in addition to the 4K video you are watching. This is a great family park to camp in, with the only negative to it is because it's so old, erosion has moved the soil away from the asphalt or concrete driveways and the picnic tables, so that many of those have a steep drop-off, or you have to step up to them. Because of this, there are no ADA designated campsites, and I will point out any campsites that would be flat enough to be used for those in a walker, wheelchair, or simply need a mobility-friendly campsite. The park was opened in 1958 and was named after the 34th President of the United States, President Dwight D. Eisenhower. His birthplace is available for a tour in nearby Denison, Texas. You may not catch that site number 21 is a tent-only campsite, so please be aware. Site number 27 was a very pretty site. Sites number 37 and 38 have several trees right along the edge of the narrow driveway, so if you have slide outs, you may want to be aware of this. Site number 51 has landscape timbers all around the picnic area. Site number 54 has a big drop-off from the asphalt driveway, and number 5 is heavily tiered with timber and rock walls. Next, let's take a look at the Bois campground, which is full hookup at each campsite, and all of the sites are pull-throughs. I have noted some sites as possible wheelchair accessible, but probably only if you have a small ramp to get up and down the 2 to 3 inch drop-off from the asphalt driveways to the grass or gravel next to it. All sites, with possible, refer to the same situation. This entire loop is pretty well shaded, with only a few exceptions noted in the Campground Worksheet. Sites number 89, 91, and 93 have some pretty steep slopes down to the picnic table, so be aware of this. Site number 96 has an extremely steep slope down to the picnic table. The Deer Haven screen shelters are a nice place to camp, and you can refer to the park website as to what is included in each shelter. I will just drive through this area and show you each one so that you have an idea of what they look like. The Fossil Ridge Campground is a tent-only campground, and I will show you all of these with the exception of about 10, which were inaccessible due to some type of construction when we were there. You can see that most of the sites are basically the same and have the same features. If you are looking for something to do in the area, you may want to check out Hagerman National Wildlife Refuge, which is about 15 or 20 minutes away. I have included just a few pictures I've taken there over the years, so I hope you enjoy them. Well, I hope you enjoyed your tour of this great state park and hope this video helped you pick out your favorite future campsite. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel and check out my catalog of campgrounds all over the United States. Until next time, so long.